Well, it is all the buzz. The trial between actress Blake Lively and former co-star Justin Baldoni. It has been set for 2026.
Yeah, I got my popcorn.
But today, as you know, the process begins as Blake and husband Ryan Reynolds, they are seeking to dismiss Baldoni's defamation lawsuit, with attorneys from both sides due in court for their first hearing.
Baldoni's team dropped a bombshell this weekend as they launched a lawsuit-focused website with alleged unseen texts for all the public to read. This bitter feud stemmed from the movie It Ends With Us, and Lively accusing Baldoni of sexual harassment on the set and then orchestrating a smear campaign against her after back-and-forth allegations and lawsuits. Each party has doubled down on their innocence, and the case has taken the internet by storm. Whether you're Team Blake or Team Justin, this might be a long battle that will ultimately end up in court.
Joining us right now is our friend Rob Shooter. He is a celebrity columnist who has the Hollywood inside scoop and previously worked as a publicist for stars like J-Lo and P. Diddy. And Hollywood mediator and attorney with over 20 years of experience, Angela Reddock-Wright, who serves as an expert witness on employment and labor law, Title IX hazing and bullying cases. Thank you both for joining us on this Monday morning. Angela, I want to start with you. Let's go right to today's hearing. What are both sides expected to argue while they're in court?
Well, a number of things will come up in court today. The biggest being Blake Lively's and Ryan Reynolds' team. They are seeking dismissal of Justin Baldoni's counter lawsuit against them and asking the court, based on the information, the complaint file, the evidence submitted so far, asking the court to make a decision that there's not enough evidence for that lawsuit to go forward.
Rob, Baldoni's team launched a public website this weekend on the timeline of relevant events. When you click on that, that's 168 pages. So I'm guessing you did some reading over the weekend. What new information did you learn, and what was the most damaging?
Hey, this is explosive. So Justin wasn't just the co-star on this movie. He was the producer. He was the director. He's got all the receipts. So not only does he have text messages that go back months with Blake and her husband, he also has the raw footage. Let's remember that all this happened on a movie set. They were surrounded by cameras. Of the 2-hour movie, I'm told there's probably another 2 hours of footage that never actually made it into the movie. He has all that. This is a slow drip. He's going to keep posting stuff. I think this is a really bold move, and dare I say, a really smart one too. He's now going to allow all of us to go to this website and make our own decision.
Yeah, and that's a great point, Rob, because if somehow the court system tells him to take it down, we got the receipts. We saw it all. So.
And it looks as though public opinion may be shifting away from Lively. Angela, tell us more about Baldoni's big-time lawyer, Bryan Freedman. Anything we need to know about him?
Well, what he's definitely showing is that he and Mr. Baldoni are not going to take this lying down. He's obviously a well-regarded Hollywood entertainment attorney, and he's saying, my client did not do this. This was a consensual engagement. It was a friendly engagement, which is the reason that they presented the text messages to try to show a different light. So Mr. Baldoni definitely has gotten himself an attorney that's going to fully litigate and actively litigate this case in the public light.
Rob, what are you hearing? Because the internet sleuths are out there everywhere. And some of these internet sleuths, I'm not going to name them, but they're getting big time traction on what they're posting. What are some of the things you're hearing on the side that you believe behind the scenes, hey, it might be credible because lawyers are paying attention on both sides?
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm one of those internet sleuths. My podcast has blown up over the last couple of weeks because of this story. Opinion is changing too. When this broke, most of my listeners, hundreds of thousands of them around the world, they were Team Blake. Recently, just today, they've switched sides now. And so I think the more evidence that Justin puts out there, not his opinion, but actually Blake's own words, her own text, it's going to change the debate. What I am hearing too, and there is some evidence to support this, is maybe the root of this is it's not Blake and not Justin, but maybe Ryan. The internet is buzzing that Ryan got jealous about their relationship, and we have seen some flirty texts, some really, really flirty texts between Blake, not her husband, Blake and Justin, was that part of the reason that this lawsuit went forward? That's what people are buzzing about today.
Yeah, that is the word on the street, so to speak. And Angela, when we look at all the back and forth allegations, can you kind of go through some of the concrete evidence that is out there so far? Because there's a lot of conversation, there's a lot of speculation. Now we have this website. And as Rob just said, the tide in terms of public opinion is turning away from Blake Lively. So quickly, talk to us about some of that concrete evidence that you see as an attorney.
Yes, I should also mention that in court today, Blake Lively's team, Ryan Reynolds' team, they're also going to seek a gag order, asking that the court prohibit Baldoni and his team from continuing to litigate this case in the public light by the release of so much alleged evidence. But what we have so far, when Blake filed her case back in November, December of last year, she came forward with a number of text messages, emails, and other information trying to establish that it was Baldoni's goal to destroy her public image. Since then, we've seen more text messages come forward on both sides. We've seen footage from the actual filming of the movie. And who knows what is going to continue to unfold. I imagine we'll see more text messages, more film footage, possibly records of phone calls. And eventually there will be witness testimony where there'll be individuals who are deposed on both sides who will give their viewpoints as to what they were witnessing and what was happening in real time.
Yeah, this is better than the actual movie now, the way it's playing out. Rob and Angela, thank you so much for your insight time. This is it. Yeah, the sequel. Thank you guys.
Yeah, talk
for the
about
insight.
a reality
As you
show.
say, grab your popcorn.
Yes.
Tons of it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.